Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Lexi here, and today I have a mix of videos vlog. I went to San Antonio with my husband and my parents. So it's just a little film I took. It's not much. And in the second half, I want to talk about all things Emily Henry. So let's just get right into this. I want to talk about Emily Henry is because Great Big Beautiful Life just came out. I don't have the dust cover on, but this is what I brought for my weekend trip, like you just saw, to San Antonio. And I just kind of want to talk about Emily Henry because she's kind of a hot topic on social media right now, and I want to put my 2 cents in. I want to start by saying I am 200 pages into this book and I am absolutely loving it. I do see where the hate is coming from. I just personally don't agree with it. The issue is not Emily Henry's writing. The issue is that this book is being marketed as a rom-com, and it is simply just a literary fiction with some romance in it. And I will die on that hill. This is a literary fiction with a tiny bit of romance, not a rom-com, and that's where all the hate is coming from. Is it is being marketed so heavily as a rom-com. It's being like compared to Abby Jimenez. And that's just not what this novel is. Not even what a lot of her newer novels have been. This is just not a rom-com, and I am just willing to die on that hill. But let me talk to you about my opinions of some of her other books, my favorites, and things like that. I don't think I've talked about Emily Henry on this channel. I think I pretty heavily stayed to the YA fantasy. So let's talk about some adult romance literary fiction. Emily Henry is one of my adult auto-buy authors. I will buy all of her novels, and I've read every single one of these, and I'm currently reading Great Big Beautiful Life. The order in which I read these I started with Book Lovers, and I really loved this book. This one does follow more of that rom-com style that people market her as now. One is just so lovable. I love that in every single one of her books, all of her characters are in the literary world or book world as writers or agents or anything like that. It is just a really unique story to tell and perspective to have. I read this book like 5 years ago, so it is kind of fuzzy in my head, and I do want to reread a lot of Emily Henry's books this year, but this one just will have a special place in my heart because it's the first one I ever read, and I love it. Next, I read Beach Read, which I absolutely loved. All of her books have been a 5 or 4 star for me, so just keep that in mind. I've loved every single one of her books. This one still, I would say, follows the rom-com, but edges more towards literary fiction, or you can kind of see her writing style going towards literary fiction, and I eat it up. Next, I read People We Meet on Vacation, which is my favorite Emily Henry read. I adore this book. Poppy and Alex will just forever have a very special place in my heart, and I'm so excited we're getting a movie very soon for this one. I know they're all contracted for movies, but this one already has the actors, actresses, and is being filmed, so I'm so freaking excited for this book. I read Happy Place. All these other ones I've read as they've come out. This one, I guess you could say, is kind of rom-com, but I still feel like it follows a lot of literary fiction themes. So I would say this one is kind of where she gets on the cusp of literary fiction instead of romance, and I love this book. It is not my favorite from her, but I think that's mostly because I didn't love the main characters. That was just a me thing. Then we have Funny Story, and this is really where she taps into that literary fiction. This one is more about the people we meet on the way. Yes, there's a romance couple in this, but it's just not about the romance. Like, you see their relationship develop. It's beautiful. I love it. But, like, this book is for sure about the friendships, the hurt the main character has, and just about so many other things before it's about the romance. And I love that about this book. Loved it. Now, my current read, Great Big Beautiful Life. And again, this one is heavy literary fiction, and I'm just loving it. The concept of this one is 2 autobiography writers who are basically doing a trial run for a famous person who's gone off the map and wants an autobiography written, and they're competing to see which one of them's going to write the book. And it is Chef's Kiss. The person that Margaret is the girl they're writing the book about. She is such a character, and you get to hear her story from the past, and I'm loving it. This book is like on track to be my favorite Emily Henry book. I'm not even lying. I'm obsessed with this one. Those are the order I read Emily Henry's books. Now I'm going to tell you my favorite to least favorite. And I am going to put The Great Big Beautiful Life in where I think it's going to go. My favorite is The People We Meet on Vacation. Love this book. This is absolutely my favorite Emily Henry book so far. Next, Book Lovers. Again, this one is what got me into Emily Henry. It'll always have a special place in my heart. I love Laura and Charlie in this book. They are so, so cute. I love their rivalry, and this book is just chef's kiss. Next, this one is looking to be top 3. I am obsessed with the female and male main character. They are literally perfect. I'm obsessed with them, and I love Margaret, like I was saying earlier. So I have Beach Read. I just love her OG romances. They are so good, so nostalgic. They just make me feel like I want to be on the beach, and especially this one, and I love that because I live in northern Texas and I miss the beach. Next, I have Funny Story. This book, I felt like I didn't relate to the male main character at all. I didn't have any feelings towards him, and that just made this a little bit lower on the ranking because all the other ones, I love all the main characters, so that's why it's on this list, or this low on the list, but I do really enjoy this book. Lastly, Happy Place. This one I think is my least favorite from her because I just didn't like the main characters. The writing is very well done. The story is very fleshed out. I just didn't connect to the characters, and that's why it's so low. But again, I do want to say I think I gave this a 4-star. Like, it's not that they're bad books. It's just very hard to rank amazing books against each other, and all of her books are amazing in a different way. Lastly, the last section of this is reading order. I personally would just recommend the order they were written in. Unless you particularly don't like romance or literary fiction, then read the romances and not the literary fictions, or vice versa, but that would be Beach Read, People We Meet on Vacation, Book Lovers, Happy Place, Funny Story, Great Big Beautiful Life. I just mixed these 3 up a little bit because I started with Book Lovers, but I absolutely love every single one of her books. I would highly recommend her. I do also appreciate her books are not overly spicy, and if there is spice, it's very, very minimal, and it doesn't take away from the plot at all, which I personally really, really appreciate. But like I said, she's one of my auto-buy authors. If she writes it, I will be purchasing it and I will be reading it. And I just love her writing. So if you watched this far, thank you so much. I hope you guys all have a blessed Tuesday. Bye!